The ChiFi scene is a very interesting one, and for those who don't know, ChiFi is basically a mashup of Chinese and high fidelity, and ChiFi in this sense refers to audio products that hail from China. And in this scene, you've got some fantastic audio products with incredibly good value for money, one of which is this one right here, the Moondrop Aria Snow Edition. Now, Moondrop is one of the biggest names in the ChiFi scene, and the Aria Snow Edition is basically a cooler take on the original Aria, and we're gonna talk about it in this review of the Aria Snow. Compared to the original Aria, the Aria Snow Edition has a couple of differences. Yes, it's still a single dynamic driver IEM, but it is now a diamond-like diaphragm dynamic driver, which is similar to the one found in the higher-end Moondrop Canas Pro. With that in mind, the tuning of the Aria Snow Edition will be different than the original Aria, but we'll get to this later on. Aside from the different driver, you also get a different packaging with the Aria Snow Edition, and in typical Moondrop fashion, there's a new anime girl or waifu on the box of this IEM, and it does look very nice, so if you're into that, this is what you're gonna get. Aside from the packaging, you also got a different storage box finished in white. It looks very nice, and open it up, you also get felt covering and a cable tie, so that's nice. Last but not least is the addition of spring tips for the Moondrop Aria Snow Edition. These are pretty expensive proprietary tips from Moondrop, so it's nice that a budget IEM like the Aria Snow Edition gets the spring tips. If you don't like Moondrop spring tips, you also still get the standard silicone tips with the Aria Snow Edition, so you don't have to worry about that. Now let's talk about the sound signature of the Aria Snow Edition. Next to the standard Aria, it is evidently more neutral and more laid back. So in that sense, it's not quite as exciting as the original Aria, but this is not necessarily a bad thing. Let's start with bass. Compared to the original Aria, the Aria Snow Edition has a little bit of a reduction in the mid bass, so it's still very clean and detailed, but it's not as punchy as the bass response of the original Aria. As for the mids of the Aria Snow Edition, it is a little bit more forward and it stands out in the frequency range. Vocals do sound good, though I do wish male vocals, for example, have a little bit more body to it. In the treble region, let's compare the Aria Snow Edition with the standard Aria again. Now, the Aria Snow has noticeably reduced lower treble, so the treble response on certain tracks can sound a little bit dry. But this blunt presentation can be a blessing in disguise for those who are treble sensitive. Maybe. All things considered, is the Aria Snow Edition worth it? Well, at only $80 it is worth every penny. It is one of the easiest IEMs to recommend for those who are shopping below the $100 price range. That being said, if you want a more exciting listening experience or a more V-shaped sound signature, then the original Aria is the way to go. After all, it's still priced at only $80 as well. But the reverse is also true. If you think the original Aria is too exciting or too shouty for you, then the more neutral tonality of the Aria Snow Edition is the better option for you. Either way, you can get both the Aria Snow Edition and the standard Aria on Hi-Fi Go. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and always stay tuned for more good stuff to come here on this channel and nextchief.com.